this is my job. I love it. My only concern is the 90-day limit. That would really affect me, my home. If I couldn't host on Airbnb for longer than 90 days, I would have to go to Craigslist. Everyone has a very different situation, and I think my personal situation is I host, it's my job.
I have been able to afford a cleaner for the first time in my life, who comes in every 2 weeks and cleans my place, and she also comes and changes the guest room whenever necessary. In addition, I buy supplies, food and breakfast stuff for my guests from the little local grocery store on 20th Street right opposite the library.
We know several people are good customers who participate in home sharing, and some of them use that because it allows them to go to visit grandchildren because maybe they're living on a fixed income. I know another person who had a failing business, and by doing the home sharing, they were able to have enough money to keep their business going and pay their mortgage. Sometimes that little bit of extra business is what puts us over the edge from making money and not making money.
And I am a homeowner. I host my unit when I am not there. I travel for business about once a month, and it was a way for me to make some extra money. As you all know, housing costs are continuing to go up, property taxes are continuing to go up, HOA fees are continuing to go up, but my income has remained relatively the same. So as I struggle as a single person, it's been a very helpful addition for that extra $1,000 or $1,200 a month. Airbnb is a global business. It is not a San Francisco business. It happens to be based here, and it's done tremendous things for the economy. Their office is a few blocks from my house, and I actually often host Airbnb employees on business travel here. In fact, almost all of my hosts or the people I host are business travelers, young business travelers.
I know Airbnb had like some trouble in Europe.
I have been part of the home sharing community for the past 2 years. The house that I am currently hosting is actually across the border in Daly City, but just barely. And I hope to be able to use my current home next year in a home sharing capacity when my husband retires and we plan to travel more. We also have 13 grandchildren who are getting ready to go to college. We need some extra income for them.
I just want to urge the Land Use Committee to amend the legislation to exclude single-family homes and just to not have restrictions on either the number of days or registration requirements. Thank you.
Without the home sharing income that I make, I could not afford my mortgage, the property taxes, the condo dues that keep rising, the insurance rates, as well as any repairs that I have to do on my unit. Anyway, I would like to say that I'm opposed to the 90-day limit for hosted home sharing, and I would not like my unit to be publicly available in the registry because of my personal safety and my privacy.
We continue to home share. We host quite a bit. I'm opposed to the 90-day limit on home sharing. We're now saving up money for adoption.
I support home sharing. I've been an entrepreneur here in San Francisco for about 1.5 years, and as of now, we share our home fully legally. We have 30-day minimum stays.
My mother and I are co-owners of our San Francisco family home on Lone Mountain.
I'm a homeowner and a mother of 2, and I'm also a full-time working artist. When we first purchased our home in Noe Valley, my husband and I were newly married, and I just had our first child, and this home was and still is our dream home, but one that at the time we still needed to grow into. Renting our spare bedroom in those early years allowed us to meet the financial demands of a challenging new mortgage and property taxes. Renting our entire home while we were traveling has allowed us to restore and maintain our historic Victorian and to fund the renovation of an art studio for me below the main house. For almost a year while I was pregnant and my daughter was still an infant, I was unable to be near paints or to make my work. Being able to rent the studio when I was not using it and on the weekends now that I am back has been essential to my being able to work as an artist in San Francisco, to afford childcare, and to hire the assistants I need to grow my practice.
Without this income, we would have been forced out of San Francisco.